It's time for Monday Night Football on EA Sports. Jameis Winston and the Chicago Bears taking on Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers.
Bit of a sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, a new season finally here. We had the great one Thursday night. All sorts of injuries. Still nothing here in quarter one, but an early test to check in on as we've got a third down situation looming. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down.
On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So here are the Bears banked up to start their initial drive. They'll be led out by the number 1 overall pick back in 2015 out of Florida State, Jameis Winston.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust.
Winston now to throw on first down. And his throw here is incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. That'll bring up second down. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Second down and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down.
Well, they got off the field on third down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series.
And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the... Working from the gun, Rodgers. His pass caught at the 4.
Rodgers.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
Brings up second and goal.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is third and goal. Here's Jones. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line. We have a red zone update. This defense stacked up here with a 1st and 10 inside the 15. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Making the catch is Sternberger. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Bears' 9-yard line.
Now it's Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Jay Sternberger there. And it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 6 yards.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
Makes the score Packers 3, Bears 9.
So they just got the ball off the interception. Now can this offense take advantage? Great field position, 1st and 10 in the red zone. His throw caught at about the 5. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Bears have taken the lead.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
Coming up here, this defense looking for a 3rd down stop in the 2nd quarter. Rodgers now to throw on 3rd down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will... Time to hop in as this defense will need to make a red zone stop, starting with his 2nd and 4. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Winston. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Coming up here, this defense looking for a 3rd down stop in the 2nd quarter. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. He's going to let it go again. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Equanimeous St. Brown, 40 yards. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing.
Keeping this offense out of the end zone has to be considered a must here, as this defense can ill afford to go 2 scores down here in the 2nd half. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Again, it's Jones. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the 1st down as they stop him short. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Mason Crosby.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Like, this is the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments.
So a big third down coming up here for the defense, trying to preserve a very slim lead in the third quarter. Winston from the gun on third down. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Patterson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
7-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and
Winston now. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
incomplete. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Working out of the gun, Winston. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. We've got an offense on the move, a red zone alert as we take you back into it with a 1st and 10 down at about the 12-yard line. On 1st and 10, Winston. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Back at the 12-yard line.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16.
Jones, the ball carrier.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll go again to Jones. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Rodgers with a handoff to Aaron Jones. He's brought down at the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
To throw is Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take it. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Looked like it might have been intercepted, but he's out of bounds. And a good thing, too, probably. That would have cost him yardage. And now they'll get the ball back on the turnover on downs. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Play action now. Winston. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. One last shot now for Winston. That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football,
Yeah.
where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for Green Bay, it'll be a happy trip home as they start the season with a road victory here on a Monday night. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.